Hey, you have you found yourself in a spot where we could possibly have a disastrous reaction. And let's make some context for all this. This is off the request line, which is on Patreon. Obviously, you can put requests in the comments or whatever, but you know, it can be hard to dig through them and find them, and that's its own thing. And I'm in a weird, funky mood. This is the third video in a row where I'm recording in a funky mood. And you might be like, dude, well, why don't you just not, you know, just don't do it? Because I am a kind of a believer in working your way through a thing. So if I wait to not be in a funky mood, how long is that? You know, so let's kind of work through it and see what happens. This is also a fan-made video. I mean, it's not the official video, it's just some chopped up footage. And I opted for this instead of the lyrics because I'm in a mood where I actually just want to see shit on the screen while I hear stuff. So when I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's dope, obviously it's not for this particular song. So that's our recipe, is that I'm kind of in a funky mood. I'm not checking out the actual lyrics. I'm watching a fan-made video. So, you know, there's no telling. The last WayV song, Bad Alive, was great. Still doesn't take out Love Talk. Love Talk is like, I feel the calling to tell you that. Yeah, that's the jam. But anyways, let's do this. They got some cut on that chords. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's that quick. The rest of it is me figuring out how to express it to you, but it's that quick between the chords and the beat coming in and the vocals being like, oh, okay, this is some of my shit. Now the only question is like, what does the chorus do? Because I'm already sold. This is one of those things where the only thing you can do as a band is fuck it up. I'm already in love. Okay, actually, I think, depending on how this song goes, I like it more than Bad Alive. This might be like right after Love Talk. I love this style with that dooka 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 bass coming in. Cut to chords, vocals, snaps. Don't turn back time. Get it. Okay, we heard the verse, we heard the chorus. We now basically know the majority outline for the entire song. There might be a contrasting section, maybe two, at most two. Okay, after Love Talk, this is going to be my go-to. Thanks for recommending it. Oh, we just had a guitar intro. There wasn't a guitar before, there's a guitar now. So we have drums, chimes, guitar, synth, and vocals now. We have like even though it doesn't probably feel full of stuff, this is the most maxed out amount of instruments we've heard so far. I remember that video, but when he did the reverse of putting the luminescent paint on. I don't remember what video that was, but I remember thinking it was dope then, and it's still dope now. But now the guitar is still in there doing chord stabs that I don't think he was doing the first time on this section. Oh, they changed the groove. No. That is ballsy. When your groove is already good and you did it twice, and then now, this is the third time I think this section is entering, and they changed the groove, and it's
So great.
it's halftime fill. They cut it, and if I'm using my terms correctly, they cut the groove in half time-wise on where the bass and the snare is. I want to hear it come in again. Okay, so this is one of the few, this is one of the few out of, I tell you the numbers, not because I'm trying to brag, just so you have an idea of the sample size. The N is, probably 1,700-ish videos. You can always just look it up on some external YouTube thing where you Google channels and they'll tell you the amount of videos and all that shit. So I just came off of a previous video where I said that the execution of the song and the composition of the song they're both perfect, it's just not a song for me. This is where all three are perfect. The composition of the song, the execution of the song, and for me, the listener, 100% the type of song that I want to hear. So it's going on the playlist straight away. And this probably doesn't apply as much to WayV as other groups, but for example, the subunit, I think of GOT7, Just 2. Just 2 has one song that I think is flawless, and I listen to it all the time. Focus on Me. Now, when you listen to those two, maybe you won't hear or feel the same way I feel, but I feel like they're actually in the same world. This kind of atmospheric, still groove, still vocals, but dark, but not sad, right? Clear, crisp vocals, nice dance beat, dark, but not sad, slow, but still dancey. All of it all together. That means I'm going to stop for this evening as far as recording, because I know that whatever I pick out next is not going to beat that. The odds of it beating it are going to be really, really slow. So I want to go out on a high note, because this is actually I did 3 videos in a row just now, and this is the one that actually has resonated with me, in my core. And so I kind of just want to go enjoy it, And I'm also glad that I picked the fan-made video. Even though the song was dope, and since the song was dope, I could probably just still have a good time watching the lyrics. But having the motion on the screen, you gotta know yourself. I like having the motion on the screen, even though it wasn't an actual music video. I think it did what it was supposed to do, which was it gave me a visual representation of the group while the music played. Anyways, I guess I'm in a certain frame of mind today. This is great. I don't know if you'll agree with me, but if you really like this song, check out Just 2, Focus on Me. Maybe you'll completely not agree and you'll hate that other song. But I think that if you like this, you would like Just 2, Focus on Me. It's one of my when I say my sleepers, one of the songs that, like, when I made a video wasn't that popular. People don't really talk about. No one seems to really recommend it. But I loved it from the very first time I heard it, and I've been listening to it for probably a year and a half. It's one of my go-tos. It's maybe, when it comes to percussion, maybe it's a little more pushing than this song. But very much two chill songs. Two songs that you could either sit in your chair and like just lay back and just listen, or you could actually move to, and it could be either or. You're not really forced one way. A lot of times dance music makes you feel like you need to get up, and in music that's not dance music feels like it's kind of weird to get up and move to it. And I feel like these are both songs where you can you can do either or. You can either sink in to yourself, go internal, almost like a meditative trance listening to the music, or you can just express yourself physically by moving around to the music and the rhythm of the track. With that being said, I'm gonna treat this shit like it's some medicine, so I'm gonna immediately add it. Actually, you know what? We're here. You can leave. You can leave. But I'm adding it now because, like, I'm gonna add it anyways. The fucking camera's on. Oh, and the last song that I really wanted to add, which I don't remember what it was, Super M maybe? When I went to add it, it wasn't in Spotify, so that's disappointing. Oop, but it's in here. No, don't play it. How do I add it? Add playlist. No, not, wait. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Add playlist. There we go. Done. Added, done. Add it to your playlist if you like it. That's dumb. I don't like saying shit that's like obvious, because if you already like the song, why wouldn't you add it to your playlist? So just strike that comment from the record. But just to focus on me, check that out. It's not the only song like that, but it's the one that pops up in my head. Just took a breath. Sometimes, man, just take a fucking breath. We breathe automatically, involuntarily all the time, but sometimes becoming cognizant of your breathing. I only did it for like one breath with y'all, but you know, maybe 10 breaths, 20 breaths, 30 breaths. If you're an addict, maybe 100 breaths, sit in bed and wake up and just breathe and think about every breath, 100 times in a row. It's its own challenge, but it'll also it'll move where your attention is focused and how you're kind of perceiving things. Just a dude wearing a ridiculous cat shirt. They're flying on donuts. I'm wearing a shirt where cats are flying on donuts. So as a guy in a room with a fake forest and cats riding fucking donuts, I wish you the best. I will see you later.